The Nintendo Switch will be the first Nintendo system to charge for online play, but it looks like that price may be lower than its competitors. A recent interview with Nintendo President Kimishima stated that Nintendo Switch Online paid service is looking to cost between 2,000 and 3,000 yen per year, which translates to about $17.63 and $26.44, placing the Switch service at less than half of the current Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus costs. I'm here with Gabe, and we were kind of blown away that this thing is going to be so dang cheap.
And it kind of makes you wonder, hey, why is this so cheap? Is it not as good? And of course, like, cheaper is good, right? Like, for consumers, like, nobody wants to pay $60 for Xbox and $60 for PlayStation and $60 for Nintendo. That's a lot of $60 right there.
Sure.
So, I mean, this one being cheaper is a good thing, right? It doesn't mean that the quality is not going to be as good, right? That's not what it means.
No, I don't think so. I think, well, let's first say that most people don't pay $60. I would imagine for Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus. There's constant deals for like 40, 35, stuff like that. So to me, it means one of two things. One, Nintendo wants to undercut, and since it is the first time Nintendo will be charging, since it is a hybrid handheld home, $30 is a much more palatable price. I mean, that's, less than $3 a month.
Yeah.
So, at that point, $2, $2.50 for online, like, I don't know that anyone can really scoff at that.
Yeah.
That's less than half of a Starbucks coffee a month, which seems like a notable price. So they either want to come in real soft, since they've never charged for online before, or it is an incredibly limited service. But the thing I ask back to you then is, what would that be? Because as long as it has matchmaking, online, multiplayer, voice chat, and messaging, where could they skimp? They've already said they're going to do some sort of, monthly free game, and we can talk about the fact that, they're going to take the game away from a month. Is that smart? Is that not smart? But where could they skimp to make this not?
Well, the thing is,
not worth it.
Those services that you're talking about, just like the matchmaking, the lobbies, and the voice chat stuff like that, if they don't work properly, like, that's how they could, like, skimp. Like, I'm not a technical guru when it comes to online this stuff, so I don't know, like, exactly how it works. But if somehow I like, there's better, like, voice, like, what if your voice chat just sounds like really bad because, like, it's being filtered through bad services? Again, I don't know. I'm speaking out of ignorance.
Sure.
But, and, like, what if the lobby system, like, is, like, broken? Like, things like that is what worries me when I see, like, a $30 price. But the one thing that I wanted to point out, Sony has been charging like $50 for its yearly subscription for a long time. Even before they were doing the monthly free game things. Like, that isn't new now, but a few years ago, that wasn't a thing that Sony was doing at all. And neither was Microsoft. And Microsoft was already $60 a month. So that then became added value. You know what I mean? And they give more than one game a month. I think they do like 2 or 3, something like that. Nintendo's doing 1, and it's going to be an old game, and you're only getting it for a month. So that's another way that they're skimping. But, like I said, they were already charging more money before these free games a month. So I don't know. I feel like Nintendo could have gotten away with charging a little bit more, personally.
Yeah, I think they could as well. And maybe it honestly just is a thing to say, hey, 60 is too much. Because at the end of the day, like, if I could pay 30 and not get any free games, or pay 60 and get free games, I don't know what I'd do. Because a lot of times, early on, I felt like PlayStation was real aggressive about making sure they were, like, fantastic titles. Like Rocket League, right, is the gold standard for that free game.
Yeah.
Now, like, I don't really ever download them.
I personally never download them either. So, if this $30, yes, it's less, but if everything works, like,
and I can't imagine them being like, well, we're gonna pay for crappy connections and crappy matchmaking and crappy audio so we can charge less. I like, that doesn't seem like it'd be a conscious choice. Like, we're gonna have bad connection problems, so let's charge less. To me, it just seems like maybe this is where they value online service. I mean, again, this is, like you said, the first time Nintendo is doing this, and we've seen obviously Microsoft is a Western company, and Sony's much of their decision making has shifted towards Europe and America. Maybe this is just a Japanese company's evaluation of online, and they've done fine without it for a long time, especially in the handheld space, right? They didn't have some great online service, and people still play a lot of 3DS against each other, a lot of DS against each other. So maybe they're like, hey, this makes more sense. And again, being a company that wants to emphasize everyone participating, $30 is far more palatable. I mean, that's, again, $250 a month. You know, that's like what, a fifth of a Netflix subscription, a fourth of a Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, I get it. Look, as long as all the network stuff works well, because they need it to work well this time. I understand that they've done well in the past without it, but they need it this time. They absolutely do. So as long as all that stuff works well, it's all going on. It's going to be off your mobile app. So, like, you know, theoretically, if you have, like, you know, 4G, you should be fine. Or if you're on Wi-Fi, you should be fine. But, you know, we don't know the details quite yet. $30, fantastic price. You know, I'm happy that, you know, I don't have to pay another $60 a year.
right.
So it can be seen both ways. As long as, if the services are all on point where they should be, then $30 is a fantastic price. Everyone should be happy.
Absolutely.
But if they're not good, then, like, hey, like, charge a little bit more, but fix this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess the other interesting thing is, like, this service is supposed to be free until the fall.
Yeah.
So, you know, there has been debate about, like, what's it gonna have? I've heard some people goofily suggest that there's not going to be online multiplayer until the fall, which I don't think that's the case. You don't release Mario Kart and Splatoon and be like, it sucks, we can't figure out online.
No,
So
of course not. Plus, like, Sniper Clips has online and, like, a lot of stuff. So
right, and they have not fully detailed the services, so I guess we have to leave some of our judgment until they directly tell us what's all going on. But, you know, again, the president of Nintendo said with paid services, we will be able to fully commit to customers. And that, to me, sounds like they're going to do and try to establish parity with Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. Now, you mentioned the phone app. Still don't know exactly how that all works. That could cause some jankiness. But do you think that there's part of like, you know, offloading those features to a phone is maybe also a cause for this drop in cost?
I don't know. There's a lot of free apps out there that let you, like, do, like, chat and stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe. But no one made them put the damn app on the phone. That was on them too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So
I think all we can do is say, like, good on them for not coming out and saying, like, $80, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
With the price of the Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons, one may worry that this was going to be a $100 service.
Yeah.
So I think 30 sounds great if that's the case. If it's 26, 44, even better. Heck, even if it was 40, I think undercutting Gold and Plus in any way should show a commitment to the fans, like he said.
Yeah.
So that is where we stand. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below on the supposed price. I guess it's more than supposed, on the confirmed price range, straight from Nintendo's head honcho himself. And if you feel a lot better about buying Switch online services at $30 than you would $60. Until next time, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and want to stay up to date on everything Switch. And for myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.